What's up, everybody? You watch your own air Nick Java podcast. Hope you guys having a great day today. It looks like the ABC Whistleblowers Affidavit has dropped and has hit the interwebs. We are pulling today's story from NOQ Report, News, Opinions, Questions Report. So this is the site we're pulling from today. ABC Whistleblower Affidavit drops, and yes, it really is a bombshell if true. All right, guys. So documents are being reported by prominent ex-users as being rumored. ABC News Whistleblower Affidavit. If they are real and this information in them is accurate, then this is legitimate bombshell that will be widely ignored by all of corporate media. Guys, you got to do your own research. We say it all the time on here. And basically what we're looking at here is here's the affidavit. So it looks like they dated it September 9th, 2024. They have correctly removed any sort of names from this so that this is technically not information that would be considered doxing. It looks like here this person says they've worked for ABC for over 10 years in various technical administrative positions. Since the acquisition of ABC News in 1996, I've observed significant transformations in the nature of news reporting at the organization. These changes suggest a shift from unbiased reporting to a model influenced by external factors. We know what the external factor is. It's the Democrat Party. We know that. For the record, I do not endorse Donald Trump in his capacity as candidate for president of the United States. The intent of this affidavit is to address concerns regarding perceived biases within news reporting within my employer's debate that will be hosted on September 10th. So they actually put this out before the actual debate. That's crazy. This is looking pretty wild right here. I'm not going to lie. Observations on debate communication. Since the debate of President Trump and Vice President Harris had been announced to broadcast on ABC, various members of staff had expressed hope of a debate where issues that were important to everyday Americans would be discussed. And there had been promises made that the candidates would be held to firm discussions regarding their proposed policy stances and that the debate would not deteriorate into an ad campaign, whereas both candidates would simply make blanket statements without specific policy or explanation. Political position clarification. Many employees of ABC who were looking for a fair and honest debate questioned the clear biases that is well known throughout the company. It is common knowledge that debate moderators, as well as chief executive officers of my employer, are well known not to support Donald Trump. This led to several employees speaking up in regards to how fair the debate was going to be. We were given assurances that the debate would be fair and neither the Harris campaign nor the Trump campaign would be at an unfair advantage. Well, we know from looking at the debate that didn't happen. So, guys, I don't understand why media can't just allow us as voters to hear both sides of the story. You have to really get online and really, really dig to figure out anything about what Kamala Harris is actually going for. And then she won't tell us what she's going for. We know what she's going for. She's going to be just like the Biden administration. So instead of telling us, hey, this is what I'm for, this is what I'm for, this is what I'm for, she just attacks Donald Trump the whole time. They make up stuff. They make up the Project 2025 slant where, that's a real thing, but it's the Heritage Foundation. They didn't fact check her on that, which they fact checked her 0 times during that debate. So yeah, this document, this affidavit makes sense to me. We'll see in the coming days if it's completely legit. But it looks, if you follow any of this stuff, it's going to be pretty crazy. It was agreed that Donald Trump would be subjected to fact checking during the debate, while Kamala Harris would not face comparable scrutiny. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what happened. This was widely known throughout the company that Donald Trump would be fact-checked. In fact, various people were assigned to fact-check observations it was perceived candidate Trump would make during the debate. In fact, Harris' campaign required assurances that Donald Trump would be fact-checked. That's crazy. But you know what? Nothing surprises me with these guys, man. Nothing surprises me with these Democrat politicians, man. Nothing. To my understanding, any rules, negotiations, and conversation pertaining to the debate should have had both Trump and Harris campaign involved. The Harris campaign had numerous more calls regarding the debate rules without the Trump campaign aware or on the call. So they were talking to the Harris campaign throughout the entire preparation of this, and they didn't talk to the Trump campaign as far as what all these things that were going on. The Harris campaign was provided with sample questions, while not the exact questions, covered similar topics that would appear during the debate. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're not supposed to give people the debate questions, guys. These people in mainstream media are absolutely corrupt, and so is the Harris-Biden administration. This is insanity. The Harris campaign was provided with simple questions that, while not the exact questions, covered similar topics that would appear during the debate. Furthermore, the Harris campaign imposed restrictions on the scope of questioning. Wow, they imposed restrictions. No questions regarding the perceived health of Joe Biden. What? You can't ask them about that? They lied to us all that time. No questions related to her tenure as Attorney General. Yo, this is crazy. No questions concerning her brother-in-law, Tony West, who faces allegations of embezzling billions of dollars in taxpayer funds. You know what? If you're running for public office, everything's on the table. These guys attack Donald Trump constantly, and then they send them this stuff. That's like Donald Trump sending them something going, don't fact check me on such and such. And then they do it. That's insanity, man. That's insanity. Internal organizational climate. I have observed a pronounced bias against Donald Trump within ABC News employees expressing favorable views towards him, experience significant concerns about potential retribution. I'm going to put the link of this. Here's the verification of affidavit in the state of New York. I'm going to put this link in the description. So it says here are some of the key points about the whistleblower's affidavit. ABC News was coordinating with Kamala Harris's campaign far more than with Donald Trump's campaign. They agreed not to ask questions on certain subjects. We went through those that would have been detrimental to Kamala Harris. The same considerations were not offered to Trump, nor did his campaign ask for them. Sample questions were provided to the Harris campaign and not to Trump's. Fact checks on Donald Trump were required by the Harris campaign. Harris, Biden, the Democrat Party is the establishment. That is the man. Harris was not to face comparable fact checks. Split screen views were required to favor Harris. Insanity, bro. It is noteworthy that the affidavit was signed, notarized, and mailed out before the debate. The fact that everything the whistleblower detailed appears to have happened makes this exceedingly damning. ABC should be answering to this, but they're not going to. This is crazy, but it's not surprising. It's not surprising. And then their entire fan base and the people that vote are just so gassed up, they can't see information that's presented and be like, there's no way that happened. There's no way that happened. That's what it looks like, man. Everything that person said happened at that debate, and it was mailed out beforehand. You guys be safe. Take care. You watch On Air with Nick Johnson.